Okay, and so this what we're looking at here is a healed fracture. We're looking down on this healed fracture. This is in fluorite. This is in real time now. And so Matt is heating at a rate of 30 degrees a minute. So this is a pretty fast heating rate. And it's going to be boring here for about the first 4 minutes. Not much is going to happen. But I want to do this in real time so you can see it. So we're heating this up 30 degrees a minute. And as Matt's doing this, what he's doing is gradually focusing up and down and kind of looking at all of the inclusions in the field of view to see if they're behaving in a similar manner. And so again, we're heating up here. We're getting close to a minute. So we started about 20, 22 degrees. So now we're up to about 50 degrees or so. And again, all the inclusions look like they're behaving in a similar manner. They all have a liquid phase and a vapor bubble. You can't really tell that the vapor bubble is starting to get smaller. You'll notice this as we move along. So again, this is real time. I wanted to do this in real time and show the complete sequence so that you could get a sense of how long it might take to collect data from an individual fluid inclusion assemblage. And of course, these are lower temperature inclusions, so for yours that are higher temperature, it'll necessarily take a little bit longer to get to the point where you're going to actually measure the temperature. But once you get to that point, then it should be pretty quick. So now we're at 2 minutes, so we're probably up to about 80 to 90 degrees at this point. Inclusions all still have bubbles. And so he's monitoring this whole field of view, just watching all the inclusions as he's heating, making sure that none of them are homogenizing well before the others, or there's no decrepitation or anything going on.
Matt, when did you check your Facebook page here?
I don't have a Facebook
No,
page,
you
so
haven't?
never.
Because you can check your Facebook page while you're heating here.
Okay, so we're coming up on 3 minutes, so we're probably at about 110 degrees, 115 degrees or so. Now I think you can start to see that the bubbles are starting to get noticeably smaller in most of the inclusions. So what he's going to do is continue heating, noticing when the first inclusion homogenizes and the last inclusion in the field of view homogenizes, and then he'll cool it down. Now, when you're doing this, and I say, heat it up until all the inclusions homogenize, not uncommonly, there'll be 1 or 2 outliers that for some reason have big bubbles, and you can see that those are very different from the other 99% of the inclusions in there. You would just ignore those few outliers. In this case, there aren't any outliers, I don't think, are there? But anyway, so now we're at 4 minutes, so we're getting really close. So now he's watching, he's kind of focusing, he's looking at the whole area, but kind of focusing on these ones that are in the center. And which one goes first, Matt? I think is it this one?
It's either that one or the one to the right.
Okay.
Might be that rounder one in the center there.
Okay, so now the bubbles are starting to, that one up there just went, this one's gone, this one's gone, there, that one just went.
And then we're holding temperature.
Okay, so now he's holding the temperature constant, and he's focusing up and down just to see that all the inclusions have homogenized, and they have, at 154 degrees. Now he's going to cool it just enough to nucleate the bubbles, just enough to get the bubbles back. So there's that bubble back. So the bubbles are coming back. This one hasn't come back yet. Oh yeah, it has. There it is there. Okay. Okay, so now he's heating, and he's heating it a little bit slower this time. And he's going to monitor about a half a dozen of these inclusions because he already knows that they all homogenize at about the same temperature. So he's going to monitor these few in the center here. And the first one will be this one down here, kind of in the center, that'll homogenize at 153.6, I think. 151.3, 151.5, 0.9, 152, 152. This one here, 153, 153. Now they're all homogenized. So he's just, again, scanning up and down, focusing up and down to see that they've all homogenized. And this is going to go off, unfortunately, but I'll put it back